Welcome to Marion County High School. We're here at the Roby Dome, one of the most famous arenas in Kentucky high school basketball. Fantastic place to host the Region 5 girls semifinals. We got a great night, 2 ball games tonight. Hardin County well represented tonight. The 6 o'clock game will feature the Central Hardin Lady Bruins taking on the Bardstown Lady Tigers. The second ball game, Taylor County Lady Cardinals would take on the Lady Panthers of Elizabethtown High School. Tip time for game 1 is 6, and if everything goes to plan, tip time for game 2 will be 8 o'clock. You never know where exactly game 2 is going to tip, but certainly that's the schedule, and we're excited for a great Region 5 semifinal Friday night in Lebanon, Kentucky, here at Marion County High School. I'm Paul Gray with Hardin County Education and Community Television. I got my friend John White doing everything for us here, producing and running the camera. Big appreciation to John for bringing the action tonight. Whether you're watching us on Brandenburg or watching us on Spectrum or maybe even on NFHS.com, National Federation of High School Sports, welcome to great Kentucky girls high school basketball action. Again, really excited. There's a buzz in the air tonight. A lot of excitement. I'm seeing the pep band from Central Hardin unloading and getting ready. The crowd is filtering in, talking to several fans earlier. So much excitement tonight on both sides. I'm even excited for the singing of the national anthem. One of my former students, Avery Payne from Central Hardin, who is a Nashville recording artist, she's singing the national anthem. Man, I am fired up for all of it. It's going to be a great ball game tonight. And I want to start with game 1 here. We're getting ready for the Lady Bruins in semifinal action. The Lady Bruins are led by Coach Glenn Peterson. They've got a 20-win season. 20-9 is their record. Again, Lady Bruins out of District 17, led by senior Juliana Stith, averaging 21 points a game. And the junior star, Caitlin Huggins, who is literally ranked 4th in the state of Kentucky in rebounding with 14 rebounds a game. I just checked the stats again yesterday and ranked 4th in the state in rebounding. So Caitlin Huggins, who averages also 10 points, averaging a double-double, is a phenom on the glass. We'll see if she can be a difference maker again tonight. So it's an exciting matchup for the Lady Bruins. On the other side, we've got the Lady Tigers of Bardstown High School. Again, Bardstown, a traditional power. They've been good for as long as I can remember girls basketball, and they're led by Coach Ashley Buckman. They come in with a 15-14 record out of District 19. Now, 15-14 doesn't sound like an incredibly accomplished record. A lot of those losses come out of region play. A very tough out-of-region schedule, a schedule that included some very top types of competition throughout the state of Kentucky. In the region, the Lady Tigers were 11-4 this year. So in Region 5 play, they've been very successful. In fact, their losses, 2 losses to Taylor County, who by RPI is the second-ranked team in Region 5. They also, another loss is to the first-ranked team by RPI, and that's Bardstown Bethlehem. Now, again, that was earlier in the season, but Bardstown Bethlehem had the second leading scorer in the state, Leah Macy, still on the floor. Now, again, Leah Macy tragically had the injury that ended her senior season and probably ended the hopes of the Banshees as they were knocked out of district play in the first round. Kind of an early exit for a team that's won the region 5 of the last 6 years. So, but that loss from Bardstown was early in the season when Leah Macy was still in the lineup for the Banshees. So 3 losses in region play to those top 2 teams. Now, I will say the 4th loss, if you're a Lady Bruin fan, might give the Lady Bruins a little bit of hope that this is a matchup that may give them an opportunity. And that other loss, the fourth loss in that 11-4 regional record, is to the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs on the road at Bardstown were able to beat Bardstown 57-49, an 8-point victory. Again, the Lady Bruins were 2-1 this season against the Lady Bulldogs. And so you'd say if you put any stock, which they don't always work this way, but if you put any stock in common opponents, it's good news for the Lady Bruin faithful that maybe this is an opportunity for the Lady Bruins to move on to their first region final since 2021. Again, the last time they were there, and they lost in that ball game in 2021 to the Banshees of Bardstown Bethlehem. Again, that was my daughter, my older daughter's senior year, and my younger daughter was a sophomore on that team. So an exciting time then. It's certainly an exciting time now for the Lady Bruin basketball team, Coach Glenn Peterson, and all the fans. Bardstown not only 11-4 in region play, but 9-1 in district play, including wins over Nelson County. One win over Bardstown Bethlehem. So again, really good record when you talk about the opponents that are in the area. Region opponents, district opponents. This Lady Tiger team has been really good. The Lady Tiger team, the other thing I want to mention about these Lady Tigers for the people at home who maybe aren't as familiar, they are led by freshman Ella Buckman. This is the daughter of Coach Ashley Buckman. Again, freshman leading the way. She averages 18 points a ball game. She is the 9th leading free throw percentage shooter in the state of Kentucky. She's an 84% free throw shooter. Obviously very good with the basketball, very good shooting the ball. And so Ella Buckman, who's number 13 on the floor, is one of the top players in our region, and again, just a freshman. So many good freshmen and 8th graders we've seen this year. It's really unbelievable how accomplished these young players are, including the one we'll see later in the second game, Malia Courtney, the freshman from E-Town. We certainly have enjoyed this season watching McCurry girl from John Hardin, the 8th grader, and her amazing season that she's had as well. So Ella Buckman, number 13, is one to watch for this Lady Tiger squad. They're going to have a lot of other help. Again, one of the things you should know about this Lady Tiger squad, Cadence Livers, who is a senior on this ball club, was injured early in the season, number 11, averaged 8 points a game for the first couple of games, and then had a knee injury that has robbed her of her senior season. So this team, one of its leaders, went down early. They've obviously managed to put together a good season without Cadence Livers, but certainly, boy, they might be a different team if you had one of your senior leaders with you on the floor. They'll also have, I'm sure, a lot of help from 11-point-a-game scorer number 22, Round Walls, who I've seen play for quite a few years. And so, again, this will be an opportunity for both teams. The Bardstown Lady Tigers, even though they've been really good in region play, again, they are ranked 8th by RPI in the region. That's, again, a lot of that has to do with the tough out-of-region schedule and that record of 15-14. This is a much better team than 8th in the region for sure, as they've shown here in the postseason. For the Lady Bruins, a lot of excitement this season. Again, a 20-win season. Again, it's been a couple of years since they've done that, since that 2022 season, when they had several, again, 21 and 22 had 20-win seasons as well. And again, we're a powerhouse in the region, kind of getting back to that spot with a good senior team. We all know Juliana Stith and how good she is, again, averaging 21 points a game. The senior has done everything for this squad. But boy, here in the postseason and late in the season, we've seen several others emerge. Obviously, Caitlin Huggins averaging 10 points and 14 rebounds. But the other two seniors who we have seen all year as shooters, as people who, when they get hot, really add a lot to this team. Well, Hattie Duckworth got hot on Monday night. Monday night, they got down 15-0 to Greene County, the team they'd beaten by 6 early in the year. And it did not look good in the first quarter for this Lady Bruins squad. Again, down 15-0. Patty Duckworth was one of the main reasons. She scored 16 points in that ball game to bring her Lady Bruins back, lead them in scoring, and kind of lead them late in erasing that big deficit, coming up with a huge win. Greene County, again, the 4th rated team by RPI in the region. And again, the Central Hardin Lady Bruins were up to the challenge and able to come away with a big victory. Again, Sam Nelson, a good night from the field on Monday night as well for, again, the Lady Bruins. The Bardstown Lady Tigers were able to knock off Adair County in their first region matchup, round 1 matchup. And here they are now in this semifinal with an opportunity to move on. And, you know, all 4 of the teams that are playing tonight have dreams, stars in their eyes, hopes that they'll be playing at Rupp Arena in the Sweet 16. And guys, I think is wide open. I believe the Lady Panthers of E-Town are probably the favorite. And certainly Taylor County, being the number 2 rated team in the region, the highest remaining team rating by RPI, still left. But I'm saying it's wide open, folks. A bad night shooting for either of those top teams and a good night for one of these 2 teams, and anybody could be suiting up and playing at Rupp Arena in another week's time. So a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations, but you got to get it done tonight on the court. And certainly the Lady Bruins and the Lady Tigers are ready to roll this evening. I wanted to point out a few other interesting statistics. For the Lady Bruins, they are, since December 28th, they are 15-3. Lost to Breck County in 2 losses, and a loss to E-Town, and then another loss to the Lady Bulldogs of John Hardin, the only losses. So again, this Lady Bruins squad on a roll. They had played so well in the last 2 months, kind of peaking at just the right time here. I think playing their best basketball in that game against Greene County the other night. Played a really good ball game in the first round of district against John Hardin as well. Got down early, foul trouble early, and they were able to overcome all of that. I think tonight you can't have a bad start like you did on Monday night. Lady Bruins are going to have to get off to a good start, stay in the ball game. If they get down 15 to this Lady Tiger squad, I don't think the Lady Tigers, with their experience, with the history of the program, and the experience of some of the girls, I don't think at that point there will be much of a chance. You're going to have to stay in the ball game to have a good opportunity to win the ball game. A few other little interesting notes here, as I was mentioning before. Again, Caitlin Huggins is the 4th ranked rebounder in the state. Juliana Stiff is the 15th ranked free throw shooter in the state of Kentucky at 83% from the free throw line. So a couple of really good free throw shooters at the top of the lineup for both of these teams. That's something to remember late in the game. Both teams pretty good free throw shooting teams as well around those 2 stars. Juliana Stiff also 19th in scoring in the state of Kentucky, top 20 scorer at 21 points a game. So we're featuring tonight in game 1 some top talent, not just 2 good teams looking for an opportunity, but top talent. And wow, it's going to be a fun one. We're under a minute until the starting lineups and the national anthem, and lots of anticipation. The Roby Dome, again, is a great venue, a venue that I've been to since I was a little kid for many, many years, and very, very fun for these kids to get to play in an environment like this. The crowd is filtering in. Got a good crowd on both sides. And again, looking forward to a great night of basketball. Thanks for joining us, whether again you're on Brandenburg Telecom or whether you're on NFHS.com. Thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Paul Gray, Hardin County Education and Community Television. And man, it's about time. I'm going to stand and we're going to pause for the national anthem. Again, the national anthem will be sung tonight by Avery Payne from Central Hardin High School.
Would everyone please stand for the singing of the national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be sung by Central Hardin student Ms. Avery Payne.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Again, Avery Payne, Central Hardin student, one of my former students. And she is a Nashville recording artist. Keep your eyes open for Avery Payne in the future. You may be hearing her a lot. Beautiful rendition. In the Roby Dome, the lights are down and the spotlight is out. And it's time for the starting lineup.
Senior, number 20, Samantha Nelson. Starting at a guard, she's a senior, number 22, Annie Duckworth. Starting at a forward, a sophomore, number 14, Chloe Johnson. And starting at a forward, she's a junior, number 32, Caitlin Huggins.
And so the starting lineup for the Lady Bruins: Juliana Stiff, Caitlin Huggins, Sam Nelson, Hattie Duckworth, and the sophomore Chloe Johnson.
Tonight's semis with a 15-14 record, representing the 19th district. They will be your home team on the scoreboard tonight. Let's meet the starters for the Lady Tigers of Bardstown. Starting at a guard, a senior, number 4, Nariah Crow. Starting at a guard, she's a junior, number 12, Elia Girdley. Starting at a guard, she's a freshman, number 13, Ella Buckley. Starting at a guard, a senior, number 22, Rowan Wall. And starting at a guard, she's a freshman, number 23, Gracie Evelyn.
And so for the Lady Tigers, Ella Buckman, Rowan Walls, Nariah Crow, Gracie Evelyn, and Elia Girdley. Maybe Aaliyah Girdley. Let's go with Leah Girdley. I don't know if the PA announcer had that one right. Well, we're on the floor, about to get underway here. Semifinal number 1. Lady Bruins, Lady Tigers. Again, Coach Glenn Peterson and Coach Ashley Buckman. We're about ready to get underway here. Jump for it. Lady Tigers have control. 22, Rowan Walls has it. Looks like 2-3 zone to start. That's one of the things. Obviously, at this point in the season, you'll pull out all the stops, make whatever adjustments you think are necessary. That's 13, Buckman with it. They're moving the ball well. 23, Gracie Edlin back to Walls. Edlin in the corner. Number 4 is Mariah Crow. 23's got it. Edlin over now to Buckman. Back to Edlin. Quick ball movement again. Crow around the zone. The zone is doing a good job holding up so far. It's number 12, Aaliyah Girdley, working the middle of the zone. They have not, deep 3 to start. Off the mark, and Huggins has her first board. That was Buckman taking that first 3. Man-to-man look for Lady Tigers, and they're stiff. She's guarded by Rowan Walls, number 22, the senior. Gets it to Nelson. Nice cut from Huggins. Left-hand layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound by 12. Girdley. Back on defense. Man-to-man look. All the way to the rim. Number 22. Rowan Walls, the first one on the board. Full court pressure. 1-2-2 look. Over the top. Nelson has it. And she dragged the back foot, the pivot foot. So turnover early here. That was the story of that 15-point deficit against Greene County. That was early turnovers. 2-0 Lady Tigers possession. 2-3 zone. 13's Buckman. She gives it back to 22 Walls. 2 leading scorers for this squad. 23 there, Edlin. Gracie Edlin back to Rowan Walls. Looking, knocked away. Fight on the floor, held ball. It's going to go to the Lady Bruins. As Juliana Stiff knocked it away from 13 Ella Buckman on the pass. It was a little bit of a weak pass from Walls, and it was knocked away. Walls was able to pull it together there. Double team on Stiff, trying to keep it out of her hands, get it back to Stiff after Huggins had it in the corner to Nelson. Nelson working, goes cross court. Duckworth is open off the mark. There's Huggins inside, rebound, put back for Huggins. There's the rebounding. Do the Lady Tigers have anyone that can match up inside with Huggins? 2 early rebounds, 1 putback there. 2-2, 5:40 to go. Buckman, again, the 2-3 zone. They haven't really looked to push it into the teeth of the zone by driving it or by cutters in the lane. It's been number 12, Aaliyah Girdley, working that. Now there's a few cutters working through. Buckman's got it. Number 4, Nariah Crow. Back to Girdley. In the corner, 22 Walls. Driving. She gets into the teeth of it. Passes out. Now Buckman driving. Knocked away. They're going to call a foul for a reach on Sam Nelson.
Number 22,
a couple of opportunities there in the lane as they started to finally break down the 2-3 zone. Girdley to Buckman. Corner 3 on the way. Edlin off the mark. Bounces twice. Fight for it. Johnson gets it. Trying to get it to Duckworth and does. Chloe Johnson with the good hustle. In the corner. Nelson. Man-to-man look. Stiff's got it. Working against number 23. That's Gracie Edlin. Finds Nelson. Nelson's open. 3 on the way. Off the mark. Rebound 22. That's Walls. Quickly up the floor. Buckman off 2 screens. At the free throw line, a little deep. Trying to run it down. Johnson, another rebound. Up ahead, Duckworth. Left-hand layup. Patty Duckworth. 4-2. Lady Bruins in front. Walls gets it to Crow into the corner now. Back out. Ooh, opportunity to steal it. Buckman has. They're working it around the zone right now. Short corner, Crow. Diagonal, nice handoff, but Buckman guarded 2 Lady Bruins there. So far the zone giving this Lady Tiger squad some trouble. Good movement. Still not there. Number 23 is Gracie Edlin. Walls back to Edlin. Walls trying to direct traffic, pointing, not sure who needs to cut or where to go, but finally get in the lane. I think they're going to call a foul on number 12, Aaliyah Girdley, on a screen. She knocked one of the Lady Bruins to the floor, trying to get Crow open on the drive. Again, 1-2-2 pressure here. They're going to, just like Greene County did, they're going to try to get it out of the hands of Stiff. Primary scorer, primary ball handler. Into the post, double team on Huggins. Crow with the steal. Ahead to Walls. Crow. Edlin out top. Picked up here. In transition, they've had to go to a man look. Contested shot off glass. I don't know if Walls meant to go glass, but she's got 4 points now. It's 4-4. 2:50 to go. Good job by the Lady Bruins breaking the pressure. Huggins on the post. She's going to work. Left hand. Off the mark. Johnson with another rebound. Tough inside. Duckworth on the drive. Right hand. Can't get it to go. Huggins fighting for it. They're going to call a foul on
Foul is on number 22, Rowan Walls. Her first. Team second. And 11 Central Hart, number 30.
Gracie Blair checking in. Chloe Johnson checking out. Johnson with 3 rebounds here in the first quarter. Good start for the sophomore. 4-4. Low scoring affair so far. Stiff. I can't remember her taking a shot. She's got one now, just a little long. Huggins another board. Stiff wants the 3 this time. Got it! Juliana Stiff off the second chance with Huggins rebounding. 7-4 Lady Bruins. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Dangerous cross-court pass. Crow's got it. Again, over to Walls, cross-court. Working on Blair now, who checked in for Johnson. Edlin. Cross-court again. There's Walls. Back to Gracie Edlin. There's Buckman. Coach Buckman now asking them to reset. Crow cuts in the lane. They've got one there. That's what you got to do to win. And they get it to Edlin for an easy bucket. You've got to get into the middle of a zone to beat it. And that cut, no one responded from the Lady Bruins to the cut in the lane by Crow. She did a nice job passing. Charge called on Stiff. She was way out of control. I don't know if charge is a great call, but when you're out of control like that, you're going to get that call against you sometimes. So her first, team second of the quarter. We got 1:25 to go. 7-6. Lady Bruins in front. Gracie Edlin, go to the corner to Buckman. She's yet to score. She averages 18 a game. She's taken a couple shots, been a little long, maybe a little fired up extra. She's open, 3 on the way. Off the mark there. They're Stiff with the rebound. The rebounding advantage is massive right now for the Lady Bruins. Double team. Stiff is going to work against that. Get it ahead to Nelson. Deep 3. Oh, it rattles off by Stiff. Run down by 23, Gracie Edlin. Under a minute. Crow's got it. 2-3 zone. Gracie Edlin passed up the shot, gets it to Walls. Rowan Walls driving. Drive there by Girdley. Open from the top of the key. Just off the mark. That was Edlin. Couldn't get it. Trying to save it was Aaliyah Girdley. Could not. Number 1, Kate Werner, the junior, checking in. Aaliyah Girdley checking out. Got number 24 checking as well, Ella Tatum. And Gracie Edlin checking out as well. So a couple of substitutions here late in the first period. 26 seconds to go. You got to think Coach Peterson wants to hold it for the last in the quarter here. 7-6 lead here. Under 20 seconds to go. Buckman providing a lot of pressure. They're going to go inside. Wow, bad idea, bad pass. Going into the post to Blair with 12 seconds to go. Probably not where you wanted to go with it if you wanted the last shot. And now it'll be the Lady Tigers probably with the last shot. 10 seconds, walking it up. Rowan Walls may not realize she's only got 5 seconds and still walking with it. And now it's going to be Buckman from beyond the volleyball line. It's like they didn't have any idea that it was down to 5 or 6 seconds to go, just walking it slowly up the floor. And so that brings us to our first break, the quarter. Lady Bruins in front, 7-6. This is a Hardin County Education Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live streaming channel and programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom. Providing service for all your telecommunications needs, featuring Bark, protect what matters most. BBTEL Stream, watch TV with your BBTEL app. BBTEL Secure, a safer home awaits. BBTEL Blast, make the most of your Wi-Fi. Visit bbtel.com today. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Bardstown, Brandenburg, and South Louisville. For more information, gets it to 24. That's Ella Tatum. Back to Crow. 2-3 zone open. Walls rattles in and out. Huggins another board. She's got 5 here. That was 22. Rowan Walls with a shot. Again, can't get it to go. Got a zone look here for the first time for the Lady Tigers. Both teams playing very well defensively. Don't know if adjustments are needed. Got to pass it because it's going to be a 5-second violation. Gets it to stiff, does Nelson. Duckworth goes inside. There they go. Huggins off the glass and in. The emergence of Caitlin Huggins as an offensive force has been really important here late in the season. Mariah Crow getting it to Tatum. Ella Tatum now has it. Buckman open, 3 on the way. There's a good look. Oh, it rattles in and out. Some bad breaks here early in the second quarter, late first quarter. There's a couple of good-looking shots didn't go inside to Huggins again, way off the mark. Tried to get to it, out of bounds off of Caitlin Huggins. As number 1, Kate Werner was trying to get to the board. Huggins so quick, reacting to the ball coming off the rim. 9-6, 6:22 to go second. Lady Bruins in front by 3. Crow trying to drive, cross court. Werner back to Tatum. Walls, Crow, not a lot of dribbling, a lot of passing. That's usually a good idea. Tatum 3, got it. There it is. Ella Tatum takes the lid off the rim for the Lady Tigers, and they'll tie it up. Under 6 to go in the second, 9-9. A lot of good looks. Finally, one falls for the Lady Tigers. They're a little better three-point shooting team than this Lady Bruins squad. In the mid-range, no good, and there's Huggins again. Rebound and pullback. So tough on the glass. Knocked away by Nelson. They're going to call a foul on the reach. I don't know. That's going to be her second. So tough. Sam Nelson's such an aggressive player that sometimes it backfires and she gets in foul trouble. It's her second, not her third. Team's third. Still in the 2-3 zone. 11-9, Lady Bruins in front. We're down 4-2 early. Knocked away by Duckworth, but it'll stay here. It was senior Rowan Walls with possession there, knocked away. Walls has it now, the lefty. Buckman looking for her first bucket. She's going to knock down shots tonight, folks. She's just got to keep getting looks. Been tough to find them right now against this zone. Good hustle, good movement, good pressure, good drive there. They're moving it. 3 on the way from Buckman. It's good. There we go. The lid came off the rim, and the ball's going to fall now. 12-11. Lady Tigers in front. 4:50 to go in the second. Duckworth's open. She'll fire the three way off the mark. Way off the mark. Guess who's there? Rebound and one opportunity. Huggins dominating on the glass. That was one thing we talked about pregame. Do the Lady Tigers have anybody that can match up with Caitlin Huggins? Right now they don't. They're going to put number 32 in the ball game. Free throw off the mark. 13-12 Lady Bruins. Rowan Walls with the ball. Screen. Hand off to Buckman. Loses it off her leg. Runs it down before the backcourt violation. Screen. Another screen. Open. Buckman wants it, and she's got it. Ella Buckman heating up. The freshman just needed to see one go through the basket. She's hit 2 in a row now. 15-13, Lady Tigers. Stiff has 1 bucket, but needs to knock down some more. Nelson off the mark. Huggins fighting for it. Held ball, possession arrow to the Lady Bruins. So Tatum had run down the rebound.
Number 23, Gracie Edelin. In the line of Central, number 14,
Chloe Johnson checking in and Caitlin Huggins checking out. She has done everything for this Lady Bruins squad so far in the ballgame. She needs a rest. With 3:57 to go, we'll see her in another minute or two, I suspect, for the end of the half push. Trying to figure out something. I'm not sure what the concern is or the thoughts are there. Over the top to Johnson. Nelson has it. Man-to-man look. 32 is Leonia Stone for the Lady Tigers. Out front, 3:42 to go. The man-to-man defense is extending. Duckworth can't get anything going there. Gracie Edelin guarding Stith. If they're going to go one-on-one there, Stith's got to be aggressive and go to the rim. She picks up her dribble. Screen coming. Nelson has it. Picks it up. Nobody there. Can't pick up your dribble. Nice back cut from Stith. Again, it gets a man-to-man. She needs to go. Blair, short corner. Good find on the pass to Stith, and Blair knocks it down. 17-14. Lady Bruins in front. Mariah Crow has it. Gets it to Buckman. Gracie Edelin. Drive. Mariah Crow there. Oh, knocked away by Stith. She saw that pass. Read it. Going the other way. Can't get the bucket. They called a foul on 4, Mariah Crow. Her first. Team's first of the quarter.
Number 4, Mariah Crow.
So far, each team only has 3 fouls in the whole game, let alone.
Shooting 2. In the line of Central, number 32, Caitlin Huggins.
So Stith knocks that one down. She needed to get the line, maybe get a feel for the bucket here. 18-14 is the score. Caitlin Huggins back into the ballgame. Piper Wilcox, the 8th grader, onto the floor as well. Blair checking out. She makes the second as well. 19-14? Knocked away by Stith there. 19-14 is the score. Inbounds from the baseline. 2:41 to go. Over the top to Buckman. 2-3 zone still. It's Wilcox on the ball there. Crow drives, dishes. Buckman guarded by Stith. Nobody on Edelin. She's going to get back. Knocked away. She picks it back up. Buckman now. Piper Wilcox working really hard to stay on her. Crow, high post, drive in the corner. Good job breaking the defense down. They're going to call a push in the back on Stith. Her team's second of the quarter.
Wow.
So now foul trouble for the Lady Bruins. 2 on Stith, 2 on Nelson. They're going to have to be careful here. Up 5 in the second quarter. Crow had it in the high post. Did not look to turn and go to the rim. Probably should have. Probably would have had an opportunity there. Buckman working on the dribble all the way around the zone. Walls in the corner to Edelin. Edelin driving now. A little more on the dribble. Buckman, that time not good. Huggins another board. And Stith will now bring it up. Nelson's open. That was a little short. There's Huggins again, but couldn't get it to go. There's Johnson with another board. Chloe Johnson making a difference on the glass. Deep one. Nelson can't get it again. She's been long on everything. And there's Edelin coming out of there with the board. They're going to call, oh no, they're going to call it on Nelson. It looked like an extended arm push-off. That's going to be Nelson's third.
Number 20, Samantha Nelson. Her
Duckworth. No, that's her third.
The line of Central Hart, number 22, Hattie.
The PA announcers struggling with their stats. They've had several things wrong here, but that is her third, I believe. Foul trouble for the Lady Bruins now. 19-14 lead, 1:30 to go. In the second, Rowan Wall's driving, or Rowan Wall's driving. Three on the way for Buckman. She's got it. Wow, that was pretty. She's got three three-point shots here in the first half. 19-17, 1:10 to go. There's Huggins in the middle. Oh, man. She took an extra step. She had found Johnson under the basket by herself, but took a step first, and that turnover, costly, would have been an easy bucket for Johnson inside. 2-3 zone. Wilcox wanted to chase a little bit on Buckman. They're not going to try to give her much space. She's hit 3 threes here in the first half. Screen by Stone. Rowan Walls off 1 foot, one hand in the bucket. She's got 6 points. 39 seconds to go. It's tied. 19 all. Late first half. Stiff one-on-one. Step back three. Got it. Such a pretty move. That's what I'm saying. If they're going to go one-on-one on her, she's got to drive and she's got to be more aggressive looking to score the basketball there. 20 seconds to go. They're going to hold for the last. Rowan Wall setting it up. Working it around the 2-3, under 10 seconds now. They got Nariah Crow, cross-court Buckman. Buckman pump fake, 4 seconds. 3, Ethan doesn't know. There's Walls, doesn't get it off. And we'll go in at the half. Lady Bruins in front, 22-19. Wow, what a great first half of action. Lady Bruins with a small advantage. Waddell's Auto and Strap Metal Recycling is a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located off the I-65 exit 91 on 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple, has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. West Point Bank, working better together. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2, Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Watch From the Sidelines, a sports show featuring our student athletes and teams. I'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. Special thanks to John White, doing producing, directing, running the camera, bringing you the action tonight. I'm Paul Gray. We're with Hardin County Education Community Television. We'll be back in just a minute with first half stats and highlights and a little bit of information about half number 2 here from the Roby Dome in Marion County, Kentucky.
Hi, this is John White with HCEC-TV, and we're here with another sponsor, one of our great sponsors that we have for our high school sports action, that being Physical Therapy Associates and Whitney Ballou. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And thank Physical Therapy Associates for being such a long-time sponsor of our sporting events. It's really helpful and really nice that you do that.
We love our athletes, so.
And so you're a physical therapist, but talk about some of maybe the other staff that you have there at your locations.
Yeah, so E-Town is our biggest clinic. We currently have 6 clinics. I have been there for a little over 8 years now. We have had kind of a transition of some of our staff, but we've had a lot of the same people work for us for quite some time, which I think means a lot about the company.
Right.
We have a satellite branch of our Elizabethtown clinic where we have a therapist that treats women's health, which I know is a very hard thing to get into because there's not a lot of providers that offer that service.
Right.
So she stays pretty busy with that. We also have locations in Ratcliffe, Meade County, and Brandenburg. And then we have Bardstown and Hodgenville, and we are adding a new location, Mount Washington, which we are hoping to have open at the beginning of the year if all goes well with construction. So brand new building.
That's really great. So I assume all the great services that you provide at your other locations
Yes.
will be available at this Mount Washington location as well.
Yes, and of course our turf is kind of our big thing that we have had at all of our locations if we can, at least in some form. Some are bigger than others. Our E-Town and our Bardstown turf areas are the biggest, but we utilize that turf for the majority of our patients from shoulders to knees to back. So, and of course during COVID it was nice because we had a lot of extra space for treating patients. But just from a standpoint of being able to spread out, do some running, jogging, throwing, depending on what the patient needs, we have space to do all of those things. So we utilize it all the time.
Good to hear that. So maybe briefly go over some of the wide range of different services that you offer, including we want to talk about vertigo, which I would never have thought about. That's something that you would go
Right.
to a physical therapist to treat that problem.
Right.
Maybe explain a little bit what I mean by vertigo,
Yeah.
and then how you go about treating that.
So a lot of people actually don't know. You're not the only one. There are medications that sometimes get prescribed and can help. There are times that that's prescribed and it doesn't help, and sometimes people can't tolerate the medications, and so therapy is recommended at that point too. Vertigo is something where basically the room spins for the patient, and it has to do with some of the crystals aligning in our ears, which people don't think about having those in our ears. But if they're not aligned properly, that's what can set things off to spin. And so we've got some maneuvers that we can do to test for it. Now, there are people that sometimes think they have vertigo, and it's something completely different, and so sometimes we can't treat what they think is going on. But majority of the time, it's fairly accurate, and we've got some testing we can do to see if it's exactly what it is, and then we actually treat the same way typically. Some of the testing is some of the treatment for it too. It's rotating the head, having them change positions from sitting to laying down and then standing back up, just to get those things realigned. We've seen actually quite a bit of vertigo in the last probably 6 to 8 months. We've seen kind of an uptick, and it might just be more so people are more familiar with the therapy side of things with it. But we are predominantly a very heavy orthopedic clinic. We treat, a lot of people post-op, total knees, rotator cuffs, the general surgeries. But we treat a lot of neurological conditions too, back and neck nerve type pain. We treat balance issues that could or could not be caused by vertigo, and post-strokes and some other conditions there too. But we're pretty heavy on the orthopedic side, and with a lot of our athletes as well too. So that's where that turf really comes in handy. But,
Right. So I guess I know a lot of facilities, like especially for soccer and football, they're going to more of like an artificial turf type of thing.
Right.
So, without being too judgmental, do you get more types of injuries from turf than you do from regular grass, or?
So
do you know?
there's actually a lot of talk of that in the major leagues, professional levels, all the way down to college and high school. I do think that there have been the turf does not move like the grass moves. And so I think that they've linked that to some ACL tears. Now around here, I'm not sure how much that has had a direct effect on our athletes. But I do think that there's a lot of conversation about that and if they can do anything different. There have also been some companies that have changed their cleats, so where the cleats move on the bottom, to try to help with that too. And us being a turf facility, it's kind of nice because if we have excuse me, we may have soccer players dribbling soccer balls while they're running. We may have some of our athletes just throwing and catching, you know, doing some runs for football. You know, we'll throw footballs, we'll throw softballs to them, but just for them to be able to get the feel for what that's like being on the artificial turf is nice for our athletes too, because the speed is very different going from grass to turf.
Oh, yeah.
So it's nice for them to have access to that too, and being able to get the real feel of things. But I would say there's definitely a link to it. I just am not sure what all the big dogs are saying with that. So, but it trickles down definitely to people around here too.
That's really interesting. So, like I said earlier, you Physical Therapy Associates has been a long-term sponsor of our sporting events, and we were talking before that you even have a relative or two that are currently in high school sports here?
I do. So I come from a big Catholic family, and we have all grown up around here. Most of us went to Hardin County schools, which I still have a cousin there that's playing soccer. She's a senior this year, so it's the last year for her there. I also have her brother that's playing the boys' soccer side of things too, so he's a freshman. But, you know, I come from a big family around here, and most of us grew up playing sports from, you know, basketball to football to soccer. And so it's been nice to be able to help not just my people, my family, but, you know, all those that I got to grow up alongside too, because there's a lot of people that kind of became family along the way, and that's kind of how our patients feel to us too. So I feel like that's kind of branched out to, of course, E-Town Independent Schools, Hardin County Schools, and I'm sure it's the same for all of our other clinics in the other counties too. But we kind of have that family feel in our clinics, and so it's been nice to be able to take that to the schools, and whether or not they're directly related to us, some of them feel like family, and they'll send people to us just like they are too. And so it's really nice to have that connection with our patients to feel like that.
Great, and as I said, we here at HCEC-TV really appreciate Physical Therapy Associates helping us with our high school sports coverage. So Whitney, as we wrap up here, let's repeat those different locations you have, including the new one that you're going to have.
Yes. So we have our main Elizabethtown clinic that is off of Woodland Drive. We have our satellite office that is off of Ring Road in the Central Medical Plaza. And then we have Ratcliffe, Bardstown, Hodgenville, Brandenburg, and Meade County. And then we also have the Mount Washington clinic that should open at the beginning of the year.
Great. So very convenient for wherever you live in this area. You should be pretty close to one of the locations.
Absolutely. And we all offer the same services, so we'll be able to take care of anybody.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Whitney, for joining us and for your for Physical Therapy Associates sponsorship of our athletic coverage.
We're glad to do it. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. And okay, thank you for joining us. And let's return now back to some sporting action.
Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal helps keep America clean.
Got a car that needs to be scrapped? Older fridge not working? We pay Todd down. Call Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling today. Family owned and operated for over 40 years.
Premier Metal Recycling Company, we even handled the unloading. Waddell's Auto and Scrap, now with 2 locations.
Do your part. Keep America clean.
Hello, I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. Today we're sitting with one of our longtime sponsors, West Point Bank, and Josh Hubbard, who is the president of West Point Bank, has been with us the whole time. So tell us, Josh, where did West Point Bank begin?
So West Point Bank actually began in West Point, which is in northern Hardin County. That was the first facility that the family that owns the bank now purchased, along with the Ratcliffe office. And then we have since moved south. So we started in West Point, then Ratcliffe, and then Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. So we have 5 locations, I guess basically from the north end of the county all the way to the south end of the county.
The purpose, I'm assuming because you were close to Fort Knox, did that have any nature of being a bank too?
Obviously, with the economic impact that Fort Knox provides to this community and to this county, that factored into the decision to get into the Hardin County market.
tell about the services that your bank provides.
So West Point Bank is a full-service bank. Again, we are located in Hardin County and a small portion of LaRue County. We are a full-service bank offering everything from loans, checking accounts, IRAs, CDs. If there's a service that you need in the banking business, we can pretty much do it.
And you have a wonderful staff. You want to talk about your staff?
We do. We have a staff of a little bit north than 50 employees, and I tell you, they make my job easy. In my opinion, they are the best staff of any bank, any organization throughout the community. We always strive to provide exceptional customer service, whether it's opening a deposit account, whether it's closing a loan, whatever we're doing, we strive to treat people the way that they need to be treated. Give them an honest answer, a timely answer, and just do everything we can to take care of them.
You are also big time sponsors in the community. So tell me about that vision.
Yes, it's very important for us to give back to the communities that we serve. We have, again, serving the north end of the county all the way to the south end of the county. If there's a festival, if there's a parade, if there's a fundraiser, we're usually there. We've done some other projects with HCEC-TV, Baptist Health Hardin, the Chamber of Commerce. We really strive to give back to the communities that we reside in, that we do business in, because a lot of times the people that are working here live here, and
right.
It's important to give back.
Right. You may be having some new locations. Is that a possibility?
We're always looking for growth and expansion. Still kind of looking through a couple of areas. But yes, we have grown tremendously over the years at West Point Bank. I think it's a testament to the relationships that a lot of our staff has built with people in the community and word of mouth advertising. And yes, we have outgrown some of our facilities. We recognize that, and we'll see what comes out in the future. So, your sponsorship helps with our live sports coverage. And what sports did you participate in? Growing up, if it involved a ball, I pretty much played it. I wasn't always the best, but I certainly had a good time and learned a lot from sports. And I think that's why it's important for us to sponsor some of these local sports. Life is tough. Yeah. You're not going to win every game. Mm-hmm. You're not going to win every battle. You've got to learn how to win the right way. You've got to learn how to lose the right way. You have to work as a team. And sports a lot of times teach you a lot of life lessons. And we recognize at West Point Bank that a lot of these high school students, whether they play sports or not, in years to come are going to be leaders in this community. And it's important for us to sponsor this and hopefully, be a part of their growth in the future. Mm-hmm. And how do people get in touch? Yes, so they can stop by any of our branches. Again, West Point, Radcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. WestPointBank.com. Mm-hmm. You can always call us as well too. The main number here is 270-763-8282. And stop in anytime. Great. Thank you again, Josh. And thank you for joining us at home and watching this excellent sporting event.
Welcome back to the Roby Dome here in Marion County. So, update, there was an error in the scoring. They had a big meeting at the scorer's table looking at all the books. As I said earlier, I thought there had been a mistake. I didn't know what it was on the scoring. I knew there was an error on the fouls, totals, and also knew that we had I didn't know we had an issue on the scoring. But the score has been adjusted, and they had put one up on the wrong column, obviously. Checked it on my stats. I think we've got the same idea here. And yes, it's exactly what I've got. The score is 20-20. It's tied. It's not a 4-point Central Hardin advantage. They'd put two up on the board earlier for Central Hardin when it was the Lady Tigers who had scored it. And so the score is 20-20. At this point, Juliana Stith for the Lady Bruins has 8. Caitlin Huggins has 8 to go along with 9 rebounds in the first half. Hattie Duckworth has a bucket, and so does Gracie Blair. That does, in fact, equal 20. On the other side for the Lady Tigers, Ella Buckman with 3 3-point shots has 9 to lead all scorers. Rowan Walls has 6 3 2-point buckets. Gracie Edlin has the basket for 2. And Ella Tatum, the freshman, knocked down a 3-point shot as well. And so our halftime score is actually 20-20. It looked even on the floor. It plays out even. And how does someone gain an advantage in this game? It may come down to just a couple shots late. Right now, the Lady Bruins struggling from three-point land. Juliana Stith has knocked down a couple. Nobody else has. Sam Nelson has had a number of shots. I think she's got a little extra adrenaline going. All of her shots have been long. Hattie Duckworth has made a layup inside on a nice drive, but has been unable to hit from three-point range. Lady Tigers started off cold in the first quarter, unable to hit from deep, even after a few pretty good looks at it. But in the second quarter, really picked up as Ella Buckman knocked down all 3 of her three-point shots in the second quarter. So all of that equals, let's start over. It's tied, so we've only got 16 minutes of basketball left, and no advantage anywhere. I will say the one big advantage, I really think shooting has been a difference in this game, but the biggest difference is the rebounding, as Central Hardin has, by my unofficial tally, has 15 rebounds. Again, 9 from Caitlin Huggins. I've only got 5 on the Lady Tigers side. They are struggling to rebound the basketball. Chloe Johnson, the sophomore for the Lady Bruins, has 4 rebounds. And then Juliana Stith with 2. So a massive rebounding advantage. The Lady Tigers have done a great job taking care of the basketball, haven't really turned it over to speak of. Doing a little adjustment to the mic. We'll be back with you in just a second.
It doesn't stay on, so it might help.
All right, hopefully we won't have quite as much static for you guys here in the second half. Trying to make an adjustment to the microphone here. There's so much noise in the gym. It's such a loud, it's such a great environment for basketball tonight. Good crowd, a lot of noise. You may not be getting the greatest sound in the world. Hopefully that will make a difference. Lady Tigers have not turned it over to speak of. Lady Bruins have done a pretty good job taking care of the basketball. So the only difference here is the rebounding edge for Lady Bruins, but it has not resulted in the lead. And that's got to be just some shooting numbers, a little better shooting. Again, 4 three-pointers made versus just 2 for the Lady Bruins is the difference. So as you look at the rebounding edge for the Lady Bruins, it is nullified or equaled out when you talk about probably a slight shooting advantage for the Lady Tigers. We'll see how that is going to shake out here in the second half. As we get close to the second half beginning, we're under a minute here until the second half goes.
Check, check.
Again, it's been 2021 since the Lady Bruins were able to advance to a region final. It was probably at least 20 years before that since they had done that previously. I've followed this Lady Bruins squad since probably about 2010 or 11, and I know it's been a while since they've made an appearance other than that 2021 team in a region final. A lot of great teams under Coach Terry Buckles. Early 2020s here, Coach Covington Jones, who had several really good ball clubs, led by Monica and Alyssa Lindsay, Caden and Kanaya Kendricks. Again, a lot of really good players through this Central Hardin Lady Bruin program throughout all those years. Christina Krapinski, even on some of those teams that weren't as good, a fantastic player. Emily Bryant, phenomenal player. So a lot of good players, a lot of great tradition. But it's been a while, just one time probably over the last 22 or 3 years, this Lady Bruins squad has had an opportunity to win a region title. 16 minutes to determine that tonight. Will they get another opportunity? They're going to have to shoot it a little better. They sure played great in that second half against Greene County on Monday night. That was the difference for them, as they had been down most of the game and really outplayed that Greene County squad late in the game. We're underway. Crows got it. Knocked away by Nelson, but they come up with it. Gracie Edlin going to work back out front. Walls caught it and traveled before she put it on the floor. She had found a crack in the zone. She was, I think, pretty excited to be able to drive the basketball. Stiff against Edlin. One-on-one here. Man-to-man look. Again, still surprised. She's hit 2 threes, but has not aggressively driven the basketball. I don't know if Edlin can stop her from getting to the rim, if she'll be aggressive in doing so. Knocked away, but Nelson comes up with it. Double teamed. She's trapped, trying to get the ball out. They're going to call a foul. She got it to Hattie Duckworth.
Timeout.
No, not timeout. They're going to call it on Buckman.
Ella Buckman, her first, team first.
Buckman's first foul. She reached in, trying to knock it away from Nelson. Into the corner. Baseline jumper. She's got to go to the rim. Crow has the rebound. Couldn't get the baseline jump. They're off the foot. Fought for. It's going to stay with the Lady Tigers. As Hattie Duckworth knocked it away there. Edlin had dribbled it off her leg. Rowan Walls has it. 20-20. 1 minute gone by in the third quarter here. Looks like Hattie Duckworth is going to chase Ella Buckman, and they're going to play some sort of 1-3 look. Aside from 3 on the way from Walls. Couldn't get it to go. Huggins another board. Cross-court pass, bad idea. Crows got it 2-on-1. Finds Buckman, beautifully done. 22-20. Dangerous cross-court pass led to a turnover there. Great job breaking the pressure. Duckworth tried to get a bounce pass to Johnson. It was knocked away. Baseline out of bounds for the Lady Bruins. They'll get it into Huggins. Oh, they find Duckworth back door. Wide open look. Hattie Duckworth finishes that. Nice crossover by Buckman. Easy one in the lane. Right back the other way. She's got 13. Double team in the backcourt. Again, a lot of teams just trying to take the ball out of the hands of Juliana Stiff. Nelson breaks the pressure, but now doubled. Turnover. They're going to call it a held ball. Possession arrow. To who? Lady Bruins will retain possession. They got the possession arrow on the scoreboard the wrong way, but now it's going to be correct. Stiff's got it. There she goes into the lane. That's what she likes to do. Off the mark that time. Stone with the rebound. Rowan Walls in the lane. Finds Gracie Edlin. Again, Buckman being shadowed by Duckworth. 3 on the way, Edlin. She's got it. I don't know if you can just leave these girls alone and let them shoot. It may cost you. It's 27-22 now. The other way, all the way, no good by Stitt. There's Huggins. Rebound and put back. Caitlin Huggins, another one. Twice now, Stitt going to the rim. Not able to get it to go, but that's the right kind of travel not called there. In the lane now, another drag pivot foot, no call. They're going to get a call, I believe, on Huggins as Edlin went to the basket there. Huggins first.
32, Caitlin Huggins, her first, team first.
Team's first there as well. Gracie Edlin will go to the line to shoot a pair here. First one is good. So Edlin, if they're going to just guard
Central, number 30, Gracie.
And leave others to take shots. Gracie Edlin saying, hey, I'm willing to do it. Blair checking in and Johnson checking out. Second one good as well. Gracie Edlin's got 7. Stiff. Double ball knocked out of bounds. Again, because she's such an important ball handler. Wow, double teamed right here. She's going to attack Edlin and beat Edlin to the ball all the way to the rim. Gets it to... It's going to stay here. It was off of the Lady Tigers. Again, Stith a little more aggressive here in the third quarter. She hasn't scored doing that, but I like that. Much better. 3 open. Oh, just off the back iron. Nelson with the long rebound. Stith was open, wanted it. Now Buckman has recovered. Oh, into the post. There's Huggins going in the lane. Doubled. They call it travel. I did not see the travel there. Coach Peterson looks a little confused on that one. I didn't see it. I'm not always right. Turnover, back the other way. 29-24. Lady Tigers in front. Good start to the third quarter for this Bardstown squad, especially Gracie Edlin. Rowan Walls finds Mariah Crow. Tried to get it to Stone on the bounce pass off her leg. Good idea, just didn't execute the pass. Oh, wow. Continue to just try to throw it in to Stith. They're going to call a push on Buckman.
Number 13, Buckman, her second. Team second.
Team second of the quarter. 4:21 to go here. And again, double team there. Duckworth's got it. She's unguarded because of the double team. Wow. Threw right into a double team. No chance to get that into Huggins. Buckman open. Step sideways. Off the mark. Long rebound. Walls. 3 on the way, Walls. No good. Stiff's got it. Looking ahead for Duckworth. No, too much. They are making some passes that just don't make any sense. Couple of big turnovers here now. Turnover problems. And the turnover problems are leading to a deficit here. It's 29-24. Lady Tigers, they're in front. Coach Peterson wants a timeout to settle them down a little bit here. The Hardin County Education Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live streaming Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom. Providing service for all your telecommunications needs, featuring Bark, protect what matters most. BBTEL Stream, watch TV with your BBTEL app. BBTEL Secure, a safer home awaits. BBTEL Blast, make the most of your Wi-Fi. Visit bbtel.com today. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Bardstown, Brandenburg, and South Louisville. For more information, go online at physicaltherapyky.com. 3:56 to go in the third, and the Lady Tigers starting to pull ahead here. They're up 29-24. 5 points for Gracie Edlin in the third quarter, 4 for Buckman. She's got 13 overall. And they have moved in front, only 4 points here in the third for the Lady Bruins. They've got to score the basketball to stay in this ball game. Not efficient on the offensive end. 2-3 zone still. It's been pretty effective for the Lady Bruins. Defense and rebounding, not the problem. Ball handling and scoring the problem right now for the Lady Bruins. Edlin gets it to Walls. Nice motion there. Crow had a deep three. Buckman rattles in and out. It was halfway down. Huggins another board. Gets it to Stith. Pulls up, goes cross court in the corner. They find Blair in the post. Back out to Stith. A little bit of a push off. Way off the mark, but guess who's there? Oh, couldn't get it to go, though. Huggins could not finish there. Another rebound putback opportunity, but doesn't get it. 29-24. Crow on the drive. Off the glass, no good. Huggins another board. She's got 14 already. We got 2:44 to go in the third. Huggins high post. Oh, off her foot. Another turnover. It's been a lot of turnovers here in the third quarter. Buckman all the way. Foul is on Nelson. Not a good foul. She picks up her fourth, I believe.
Number 20, Samantha Nelson, her third.
They're saying sit at the table. I may have gotten one wrong, folks, but I really thought I had her correct. But again, I'm unofficial. The table's probably got a better idea. Buckman, wow. I don't know if you heard that stat before the game. Buckman, an 84% free throw shooter. One of the best free throw shooters in the state of Kentucky. Top 10. That one didn't go. That one does. You wouldn't expect 2 to be missed. You rarely expect any to be missed. 30-24. Some substitutions. They're going to get Huggins a rest. Over the top to Duckworth. She's got an opportunity to drive it. Working on Stone. They're going to call a foul with the body on Stone. Her first. Duckworth will go to line to shoot a pair. Good aggressiveness.
Leoniah Stone, her first, team third.
Leoniah Stone's first foul. Piper Wilcox is also checking. Duckworth rattles the first out.
Number 12, Aaliyah Girdley.
Leoniah Stone checking out. Aaliyah Girdley checking back in. Duckworth makes the second. She's got 5 points on the ball game. 30-25, 2:21 to go here. Buckman with it. Double teamed in the zone. Wilcox is there on ball. The 8th grader doing a good job moving her feet. Trying not to lose contact with the leading scorer. She's on the opposite side of the zone now. Has the ball. Duckworth out on her. 2:02 to go. Third quarter. Crow with the drive and off the glass. Nariah Crow's first bucket. Now it's a 7-point game as they were triple teaming Stith that time to get it out of her hands. And that's why, again, Duckworth did a good job getting it up the court, but then again did not pull up. A little out of control and lost it off her leg. And the turnover is now 7 here in the third quarter when they only had 4 in the first half. That is a massive difference. They stayed even when they took care of the ball. They've fallen massively behind as they've not been able. Oh, there's a moving screen on Aaliyah Girdley. She's acting like she doesn't know what happened. Coach Buckman knows that that was a moving screen. So Blair will check out. Huggins back in. She got about a minute. Leoniah Stone will check back in.
32, Leoniah Stone.
Here comes Stith to get the ball. Double team. She's going to attack Edlin. Crossover between the two. Double teamed on the other end again. Wilcox with the drive. High arcer, no good. Huggins fighting. Johnson fighting. But it's Walls that comes up with it. Travel by Walls before she got to the post. So one for each team now. Duckworth on the drive, and now Walls on the drive. Can't quite get it there. There's Stith driving. Johnson in the corner. She has to come to the ball. Duckworth now out top. Wilcox. There's Huggins posting up. Wilcox doesn't see her. Johnson driving, mid-range, off the glass, no good. Crow's got the rebound. Cannot get a shot to fall. Only 5 points here in this quarter. Charge on Walls as Stiff takes the charge.
That's number 22, Rowan Walls. Her second. Team fifth.
So team's fifth, and the Lady Bruins in this last minute, if they're fouled, it will be a shooting foul regardless of the situation. Stiff is not, she gets open and gets a double team. It's amazing what she's been able to do against this double team in the backcourt. Here comes a double team. Walls looking to jump Stiff. Wilcox on the baseline. She wants a three. It's on the way. A little short. Runs down her own rebound. Drive, baseline, shot short. But there's Huggins. Rebound and putback. Got the putback to go that time. Under 30 seconds, 32-27, 5-point ball game. This quarter is 12-7 Lady Tigers, only 7 points here. And they're gonna hold for the last as Walls will just dribble out front. 2-3 zone is just gonna sit and wait for them to attack. Buckman coming out top, as is Edlin, the two scorers here in the third quarter. Here comes some motion. They'll get it to Leoniah Stone, left hand off the glass. Buzzer! Big moment for Leoniah Stone to knock down her first shot of the quarter. And it's 34-27 Lady Tigers. So unfortunately for our home team here, the Lady Bruins, in the same situation they were in on Monday night, down, going into the fourth quarter. Monday night against Greene County, I think I said pregame, they can't get way behind. This Lady Bardstown squad, too experienced, too good. Ella Buckman and the team, too good free throw shooters for them to simply get way behind and be able to get back in. Just like Monday night, they're going to have to knock down shots. Sam Nelson and Hattie Duckworth led the way in the fourth quarter for the Lady Bruins on Monday, knocking down big three-point shots. They're going to have to take care of the basketball and knock down some more of those shots to have a chance to get back into this ball game. Down 7, only 8 minutes to go. One of these teams, 8 minutes to go in the season. Lady Bruins, Lady Tigers, semifinal number 1 here in the Region 5 Girls Basketball Tournament. Here we go. Lady Tigers will start with possession. And the Lady Bruins going to a man-to-man look. They're going to change up the defense here in the fourth. Try to apply a little more pressure. Screens out top. Round Walls working against Stiff. Screen coming for Edlin. They're going to call it on Nelson. Trying to run through the screen.
That was number 20.
I guess that's now her fourth. I think they need her on the floor. They're going to go back for Wilcox here. I think they need the senior on the floor if they're going to get back in this game. It's kind of desperation time. And I can see Sam Nelson super frustrated by that call. And her opportunity now not on the floor late in this ball game. Crow in the high post. Finds Walls, left-hand drive. Stone out top, guarded by Johnson. Man-to-man, poked away by Johnson. Dive on the floor, fight for it, thrown away. Oh, great job. Ella Buckman runs it down. Knocked away by Stiff now. Lady Tigers managing to hang on to possession. They're in no hurry, up 7. They don't have to hurry. Great drive by Buckman, left hand, got it. She's got 16. Stone knocks it away. Stone's had a really nice second half. It's up to a 9-point game. We're at 7 minutes to go. Kind of desperation time for the Lady Bruins. They throw it ahead to Huggins. Cut by Stiff. Huggins in the post now. They're going to go to Huggins. Double team. Knocked away. Fight on the floor for it. Stiff's got it. They're going to call it timeout, are they? Or is it a held ball? Held ball. Possession arrow to the Lady Bruins. That'll go back to the Lady Tigers now. Again, a 9-point game. We're at 6:47 to go. It's late. Stith in the corner, working against the double team, gets to the lane, left hand off the glass, no good. They're going to say it's off Huggins, and Lady Tigers with it. Nail-biting time for the Lady Bruin faithful. Crow made a nice cut there. They didn't get it to her. Edlin is going to get it stoned. I guess they're going to be really careful with the ball here. Crow, Edlin open. Scramble off of a double team. Walls drives. Right-hand bucket. They gave her the baseline in the right hand, and she took it. You can't give anybody anything when you're down 9. Now down 11. 38-27, only 7 points and a ball thrown away. Okay, tipped by the Lady Tigers. It'll stay with the Lady Bruins. In the post, there's Huggins. They're trying to double her in the post, and they do. But they find Stith open then. Because of that, couldn't get it to go. There's Huggins. They're going to call her for a push from the back. It was a long rebound. I don't think she had to push. But they're going to call Huggins for the foul.
Foul is on number 32, Caitlin Huggins, her second, team second.
If you're out there watching, just to give you an idea here, I'm a homer. We're at Hardin County Education Community Television.
How much did you get
and this
paid?
lady...
It's terrible! It is terrible!
Stone in the post, taken away by Johnson. They're going to call a foul on Johnson there.
Foul is on number 14, Chloe
As I
Johnson.
said, homer for Central Hardin County teams, but they're in trouble, folks. 5:23 to go, down 11. No sign that they're going to be able to cut into this thing. Just not scoring the ball. We're 11 minutes into this second half. They've got 7 points in the second half. Offense has deserted them. Just can't get it to go in the basket. Can't get great looks. Crow almost lost it. They're just running clock right now, 5 minutes. Knocked away by Stith on the nice back tap. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. Just been one of those nights. That's what I was saying about the next ball game. Those two teams, both Taylor and E-Town, are the top two teams remaining in this tournament. But one bad shooting night, and this is, they could be out. Well, that's what's happening right now in this ball game. You got one team just having a really bad shooting night, and it could be the end. That's what happens here in tournament action. When you're one and done, you have one bad night, and it can be the end of your season. Good take to the basket. The foul on Stith against Walls.
Foul is on number 11, Juliana Stith, her third.
Third foul on Stith. Rolling the line, Walls makes the first. The fouls, now that one, again, Walls had gotten to the basket. Some of the fouls here in this quarter have been kind of silly. Pushes that were kind of obvious. And again, this team is a really good free throw shooting team, which I mentioned. And there's going to be a timeout here, 13-point ball game. Wait a minute. Not.
In the line of Central Hardin, number 30, Gracie
Okay.
Blair.
Not a timeout, just a substitution. Blair checks in for Johnson. Huggins gets the pass. Stith comes back to the ball. Step back, three on the way. Can't get it to go. Another rebound from Huggins. Looks outside. There's Duckworth. She's got it. Addie Duckworth. 40-30 now. 10-point game. 4 minutes to go. 4:13. Duckworth. Again, they're in the man. She's got Ella Buckman. Walls guarded by Stith. Stith with 3 fouls. There's Wilcox. They got to get Nelson back on the floor. Senior gives them the 3-point shooting they might need here. And again, up 10 with 4 minutes to go, 3:50. You can just run clock. Defense is going to have to do something aggressively here, maybe go to some sort of trap, because the Lady Tigers doing a great job taking care of the ball and just running the clock out. Up 10, now 3:24. They've run 35 seconds off on this possession, and it's game's about over here, and there's nothing. You've got to double or. And finally, wow, I don't know if I want to foul there. Piper Wilcox is going to foul out on the floor. Ella Buckman, who's missed one tonight, is the number 9 free throw shooter in the state of Kentucky at 84% free throw shooting. Generally speaking, you'd think this is at least one of two, but probably an automatic 2. Got the first. And as I said, it's pretty much an automatic 2 when Buckman goes to the line. If you're going to foul, you got to go somewhere else. You can't foul Ella Buckman behind the back to the free throw line. Stiff shot up, no good, but there's going to be a foul. She'll go to the line.
Foul is on number 22, Walls, her third. Team Burke.
We're going to see the first appearance of 7th grader Nunnally Smith for the Lady Bruins. Or maybe, yeah, and Chloe Johnson. Stiff knocks down the first. Huggins will check out. Johnson will check in. 3:04 to go. It's 42-31. Stiff's going to have another one here. Double team. There it is. That's what I was talking about. They've got to start looking to trap to create some turnover opportunities. And there's Buckman out front. You can't foul there. You can't foul there. There it is. Eden's got it. You've got to trap here. Maybe foul. And there's Stiff. You can't have her fouling either. That's her 4th now. You're going to need her on the floor. So the other girls have to know when they need to foul. And not on number 13. So Walls knocked down 2 on her last trip. Goes back to the line. That one's good. Hard to come back against a really good good free throw shooting team. And that's what this Bardstown Lady Tiger squad is. Buckman, Walls, and Edlin very good at the line. That one off the mark. Blair has the board. They're going to call a foul, I think, on Edlin.
Number 23, Gracie Edelin, her first, team second.
Stiff driving, down 11. Blair from the corner, blocked. But there's Huggins with the board. Oh, it didn't go. Stone gets the board. Folks, at 2:28 to go, down 11. I think that's the last gasp. Timeout called by Bardstown Lady Tigers. As Coach Buckman wants to talk, I'm sure, about just how we take care of the ball down the stretch here. Up 11. And again, all Lady Tigers in the second half. This is an HCEC-TV student production of Division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, eTownSelfStorage.com, West Point Bank, and eTown Exterminating. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs. Air on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2, and Spectrum Channel 184, all HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Watch from the sidelines, the sports show featuring our student athletes and teams. We'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. So 2:18 to go and down 11. You know, I'm not a doom and gloom guy, but I am a realist. And I want to just say, this may be the last time we see Patty Duckworth, Sam Nelson, and Juliana Stiff in a Lady Bruins uniform. They've done so much for this program. Stiff, over 1,600 points score, top 20 scorer in the state of Kentucky this year. Love these girls. They're a phenomenal ball club, and they're going to fight to the end. But again, and that's the first kind of misstep or gaffe that this Lady Tiger team has made. They just have not turned the ball over. They've done a perfect job executing a fourth quarter game plan, having the lead. There's Huggins, gives it back to Stitt, finds Wilcox, Nelson in the corner, 3 off the mark, Buckman with the board. 1:53 to go, 11-point game, 43-32. And big thank you to this Lady Bruins squad for a great season. Another 20-win season. They'll finish 20-10, and Coach Glenn Peterson, phenomenal job here. 1:32 to go, 11-point game, and again, Lady Tigers have been flawless in this end-of-game situation. Walls all the way to the rim, couldn't get it to go. There's Wilcox with the rebound. Wilcox driving at the 8th grader, gets it to Nelson. She wanted a 3-point shot, couldn't get it. Stiff thought about the logo 3. Wilcox loses it on the pass, and Walls picks that up. And the Lady Tigers fans celebrating as they realize, I think they already knew, but it's over. And they're going to celebrate now as Wilcox will foul Gracie Edlin.
That was the number 3, Piper Wilcox.
I believe Edlin will go to the line to shoot a pair. Just 54 seconds to go here. I'm sure for the Lady Bruins, very disappointing outing here in this region semifinal. They certainly had a favorable matchup, a good opportunity here. I think these are two very evenly matched teams. In the first quarter, you saw them take care of the ball, rebound the ball. Caitlin Huggins was dominant inside. The coach Buckman made the appropriate adjustments. And that's where we stand as the Lady Tigers will advance to the Region 5 Finals tomorrow night to take on the winner of our 8 o'clock game, which will be between the Lady Cardinals of Taylor County and the Lady Panthers of Elizabethtown High School. 44-32. Gracie Edlin at the line. Gracie Edlin's had herself a really nice game, especially here in the second half. Really got them off to a good start there in the third quarter. Knocking down a 3 and making a couple of free throws. She's got 7 points on the game. That one's off the mark, and there's Huggins with another board. She's got 17 boards. Nelson could have had a layup. She's going to get it back to Duckworth for 3, though. And Duckworth will knock down another one.
Her second 3-pointer.
44-35, 9-point game as they cut into the lead. But again, the clock is what's against them right here. Timeout, Coach Buckman, as Ella was doubled in the corner there. Again, up 9 with 32 seconds. You can let it play out. But again, when you're a coach in this situation, you're going to coach hard, and you're going to have your team practice these late game situations to know what to do in case you get the 3 or 4 point lead, and you've got to preserve that. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices. Pickup service and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs, located off the I-65 exit 91 on 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company that has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. 32 seconds, probably the last 32 seconds in this season for the Lady Bruins. They're playing hard. They want a double. Buckman almost goes in the backcourt, throws it away. Huggins has it. Stiff with the ball doubled. She's got to get it out of her hands. They've called a foul on Gracie Eaton. But up 9 with 19 seconds to go. And again, only the third team foul. It's not going to hurt for the Lady Tigers to foul in this circumstance, actually. Crossover dribble, Stiff. Driving in the lane, gets to the rim, off the glass, no good, but they're going to call a foul. She'll go to the line. It's Leonidas Stone.
23, Gracie England, her third, team fourth. At the line shooting 2, number 11, Juliana Stiff.
Stiff makes the first. And the second one is good as well, so Stiff will finish, it looks like, with 12 points. We're at 10 seconds to go here. There's Buckman with it, trying to get a steal. Duckworth's going to foul. It's 44-37, 7-point lead. A little bit too little, too late. They were down 14. They've cut it to 7. But this comeback needed to be at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They started down, I believe, 12. Again, Buckman, top free throw shooter in the state of Kentucky, ranked 9th. She's missed one tonight, but 84% free throw shooter. That one goes as well. And 46-37, 9-point game. Running down, deep three, Stiff, back iron, Huggins, rebound, no good. And that will be the ball game. Lady Tigers moving on to the finals, to the delight of their fans. They've got a big fan base here tonight, covering both sides of the bleachers. Lady Bruins also with a big fan base here. They've got the pep band playing, and their crowd is going to celebrate a great season, even though a lot of disappointment in the finish tonight. We'll hang around for a few minutes here while we get the all-tournament team. I don't know if we'll have 2 or 3 nominations, but I believe 2 all-tournament players. It's got to be Huggins and Stiff, probably. Could be Duckworth.
Number 32, Caitlin Huggins.
So Huggins had 18 points to go with 12 points to go with 18 rebounds tonight. Had, I think, 20 rebounds in that first round, so
also selected
amazing.
To the fifth region all-tournament team, number 11, Juliana Stiff.
So Stiff, 15 points on Monday, 12 tonight. A phenomenal career, phenomenal young person. And again, a disappointing finish. Everybody but one will have a disappointing finish. And so the Lady Bruins will bow out here tonight. And a great job by the Lady Tigers to finish that game off. A tie ball game at the half, 20-20. And again, all Lady Tigers in the second half. Again, it was a matter of turnovers in the second half and a lack of scoring in the second half. And just like to congratulate Coach Peterson, the rest of his staff, Lady Bruins, all their fans tonight for coming out to support. And again, there's all but one that'll be a little disappointed when this thing ends. The last one standing, whether it's in the region tournament or at the end of the state tournament, all but one will lose their last game. And so it was tonight for the Lady Bruins. Congratulations to Coach Buckman and his crew as they played a really good second half and made things really difficult on this Lady Bruin team. And our final from Marion County High School, 46-37. But don't leave, folks. We'll be back in just a little bit here with Game 2, the second ball game Supposed to be an 8 o'clock start at 7:17. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for some pregame for the Taylor County Elizabethtown second semifinal. And looking forward to a great game here. Your second and third ranked teams in the region will do battle tonight to secure the second spot in the region finals, which will be played tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here at Marion County. Again, for HCEC-TV, I'm Paul Gray alongside John White here, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes for pregame for game number 2.